Today I am on Rust staging branch. As you guys already know, there is the PvP update, and I want to test it out, give my first impressions on it, and tell you guys what I think from a casual Rust player's perspective. And if this video helps you out in any way, please be sure to subscribe or like the video, as it really helps me out. So with that being said, let's get into it. Why is the gun so close to my face, by the way? The first gun up is the AK, and you can tell how surprised I am. Why does it seem so close? Dude, what? That's absurd. No, that's actually absurd. What? Oh my god. Let me check 8x. I could usually beam 8x on old recoil. So yeah, that's basically the AK. My thoughts, they're very conflicted. I think that it's gonna be a good change eventually in the community, but right now it's really busted. The AK, it has gone from a very hard to use weapon to a very easy to use weapon, so it's kind of crazy. What about LR? Isn't it just like pull down? Yeah, it's literally. Why are the guns all so close to my face, by the way? That's like, it's kind of strange. I cannot get over how easy AK recoil is though. And then LR, literally all it is pull down. It's not even fun. Like, let me get ADEX on it. Like that's, I'm all I'm doing is pulling down. Yeah, I basically said all I really needed to say about the LR. It was already very OP before the update, but now it's just literally just a pull down weapon. Custom apparently is like super busted as well. I literally pulled down like a millimeter in total. This is what I usually did on oiled recoil to beam. That is actually so busted. I mean, custom damage is still pretty low, but like still, that's actually crazy, dude. Not much to say about custom because the old recoil was pretty much the same. It was really easy to learn. Let me check MP5. MP5 I've also seen, it's like super low. Oh my god. All these guns, all you have to do is just pull down now. MP5 is actually one of the recoils I'm kind of happy about. I mean, I'm still conflicted, but I'm a lot happier because the old recoils are really weird, where it would just go to one side at the very end and it would just become a laser beam for like 10 rounds. So yeah, pretty good change. And Tommy, this is like the biggest buff, I guess, or nerf, I don't know, because Tommy is like one of the best guns in the game before this recoil update. Alright, there's like a lot more randomness I'm noticing, like with the bullets. So like they go to the sides like more. Bloom, I guess, is what it is. I'm not too sure how to feel about this, dude. I have mixed feelings because now everybody's just a beamer. Yeah, the Thompson was meta and will still probably continue to be meta. That is because it is the only tier 2 gun that is like very good for full automatic. Now the SAR does exist, which we will get into later, which is very, very good, which could honestly, one day I can see it taking over Thompson, but for now Thompson is here to stay, so don't worry about that. The SAR is also supposedly super OP. It is. I'm not even moving my mouse right now. I'm not moving my mouse. Watch this. I'm not moving my mouse. I could aim at his feet and the entire mag, I could just spray and hit every shot. That's insane. So this is where I had to do some explaining. So in current Rust, there is a command which resets your recoil every time you shoot a gun. Now I'm not too sure how the command works, and I kind of forgot the name of the command. If I remember it, I'll put it on screen. If not, then I won't. So you'll have to do some research. But there was a command that you could put in F1 where it jumps the recoil back down. And now this command is automatically enabled by default, or it is just allowed to be used by players. It could have just been a console only command like for server owners. But that's why I'm not going to be covering like the pistols, because they're basically just affected by this command. There's less recoil and they just jump down less. The M39, it was super OP for solos. You could just put an 8x silencer on it and kill everybody. So let's see what the recoil is now. Okay, it's basically the same. It's just like less. All the semi-automatic guns, like pistols or the M39, are the exact same as the old recoil, but like it just jumps up less. Other than the SAR, which it basically doesn't move. I don't think they changed the M2 recoil either. And now it's a new gun, which actually I think is a good addition to the game, because we haven't got a new gun in a very long time. So I'm not too sure how to feel about this iron sight though. That is busted. It's like an M9, I think, but just does less damage and has less ammo. But the recoil is super easy to control. Like, unbelievably easy. Oh my god. Maybe, what I'm thinking is that this is going to be like a craftable version of the M2, because it has like all the rusty handmade parts, like all the other guns that you can craft have, other than some guns, but most guns they can craft have this like rusted look to it, which this gun has. So maybe you could be able to craft it, which I'm not too sure how to feel about, because the M2 was already in a good spot in the game where like it was good, it was like really good, but it wasn't too overpowered because of how like hard it was to get. It wasn't exactly too hard to get, but like it was competitive to get, you know. But if you could just craft basically pocket M2s, I'm not too sure how to feel about that. Yeah, my thoughts have changed entirely. If this is a craftable weapon, I think it's pretty cool, because it would probably cost a lot of resources to make, maybe like 100 high qual, a bunch of stuff, you know. So honestly, I think it's in a good position. Maybe if they tone down the damage a little, it would be really good and a nice addition to have in the game. So now I'm just going to talk about some things that I missed in the actual video. So they've added this thing where you can see where you get shot from, but only if you have blood on. Now, as you can see in this clip, I usually play with blood off, and you can't really do that because they're just white blobs on your screen whenever you get shot at. So you're basically required to play with blood on. As you can see now, you can see how it shows where you're getting shot at from, and I actually kind of don't really like that addition, because the red tint is really annoying sometimes, and the fact that you can see where you're getting shot from really ruins the whole aspect of like surprise attacks, you know. But not just me. Also, they decided to finally nerf the hollow sight so it doesn't get rid of your aim cone, which is really good. I'm really happy about it. And another change I'm really happy about is the extended mag. The extended map is really cool. I really like where they go with this idea, and I really hope that there's more gun attachments like it in the future. I know a lot of people are mad about the recoil changes, but I honestly am kind of not mad about it. I'm not really too sure about my thoughts on it entirely yet, but I really like how Facebook is finally leaning more into Rust as a survival game and less about a PvP game. Obviously PvP is still a huge aspect and that will not change, but I like how they're embracing the other aspects of Rust, and the fact that people are seething over the recoil changes after spending thousands of hours on a recoil training is pretty funny to me. So yeah, those were my thoughts as a casual Rust player. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If it helped you out, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.